Hey everybody, this is Jason Robinson from Illustration by Design. Let me make sure my mic's on. It is on, yay! Yeah, I'm working on Secret Comics Presents. Bleh. I am finishing up this comic book that I've been working on for the past several months, and getting ready to send it to the printer. So today I'm going to be working on the grayscales for this page right here. This page 17 of the book. I'm not working in order. I'm jumping around the book, but I need to have all the art done by Friday. So it is coming to a close, the artwork. I'm going to finish the artwork, send it off to the writer, Nasser Rabadi, and then from there I will get changes, any changes he has, make those changes, and then get the whole thing sent off to the printer by the 31st of this month so that it will be printed in September, get back to Nasser by the end of September, and then he will be mailing it out to everybody in October. So everything's on schedule. And I want to thank all of you for showing up to watch me finish this book off. In case you don't know, my name is Jason Robinson. I am an artist, an illustrator, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, I invite you to please subscribe to the channel and make sure to hit the bell for notifications of future videos. And also, if you would, please give this live stream a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Let me see. I should probably pop out the chat so I can see what people are saying. Nasser Rabadi, the writer of this book, is here, and he says, "Hi, Jason. I'm about to sleep, but I'm here to heckle you a little bit," which Nasser does on an almost daily basis through DMs. So this is nothing new. Let me pop this out so I can read the chat while I'm actually working. P Money is here. He says, "Woohoo! A live stream from the only cricket my wife isn't afraid of, but everybody knows that P Money's wife Ruth is not afraid of anything." Let's see. P Money says, "Unlike me, I'm scared of Ruth, as you should be, because you're a wise man. Every wise man is afraid of his wife." Nasser says, "My stream today was better than this." Well, that's nice, but it's probably not true. P Money says, "And yet I decided to hang on Jason's stream and not Nasser's." That is true. Nasser Chupalo. "Don't insult Jason," says Vimri. That's true. Don't insult Jason. Never insult your artist when you have a book that needs to come out, because then your artist decides to slow down and not work as quickly as you would like. So be nice to your artist. It will pay off in the long run. But anyway, hope you guys are doing well. I've been watching. I mentioned it yesterday. I've been watching Titans, the live action adaptation of the Teen Titans DC's comic. What is now? I'm gonna look. I'm gonna have to look this up. What does chupalo mean? I'm guessing it's an insult in Spanish, but. Somebody says, "Wait, there's a writer for the book. I assume Jason's art is so great the book wrote itself." Well, I use Nasser's script as a rough template for the comic book. So my art is going to make the book about 1,000 times better than it would have been otherwise without my art. So chances are, if you enjoy the book, it will be because of my art. Okay, that has sort of made Nasser's fumbling writings into some sort of legible and understandable medium for the readers. So 90% of what you enjoy about the book will be my art, and then anything that you don't like will probably be Nasser's writing. So that's usually how it breaks down. But I've been watching Titans on HBO Max, and I saw I guess episode 3 last night, and it was really good. I was very surprised, very impressed by it. It's improved a lot since the first season. So if you haven't been watching Titans on HBO Max, I would encourage you to check out at least the third season. It is very good. So I know P Money was asking about it yesterday. About what is it worth watching? I would say definitely the third season is worth watching. P Money. It is not for children, though. As I said yesterday, there is bad language in it, so you probably want to watch it alone without your children watching it with you. And they've definitely upped the sort of behavior of the characters. Pretty much says, I noticed Jason stays up all night to get the book done, and yet the writer goes to bed very early. That's true. That is also true. Nasser needs his sleep. He needs his beauty rest. If you've seen him in any of his videos, but yeah, and also I am much more of a night owl. And Nasser also works during the day. He has another job, causing trouble. So I work full time as an artist. So I when you guys are up, I'm probably still in bed, and then I get up late, and then I start working. But yes, I do work late at night because it does need to get done, and I can't sloth off on it for too long. It comes a point when I have to actually sit down in my chair and start getting to work, which I should be doing right now instead of talking. Oh, wait a second, I forgot. My lovely music, which everybody loves. I'll start playing it so when there's dead air, there will probably be quite a bit of it while I draw, you guys can still be entertained.
That's a telegraph message. Yes, about 125 years ago, Samuel Morse invented the telegraph, a way to send code messages over an electric wire.
Nasser says, "Kick Jason." No, everybody loves me, Nasser. That's why the meme is "Kick Nasser" and not "Kick Jason."
What has God wrought? Telegraph was and still is wonderful.
Yes, I agree, P Money. Pay Jason has a wonderful ring to it. But unfortunately, I have to finish this art before Nasser pays me my final check. For some reason, he doesn't trust that artists will get the work done if they're paid ahead of time, which is probably pretty smart. You gotta dangle that carrot in front of artists in order to get them across the finish line. So I cannot blame Nasser for that. Let's see. Nasser Vice says the final check is going to be huge. We'll see. We shall see. I'm getting a little tired of eating canned corned beef hash, Nasser. So does Nasser pay in Dogecoins? No, because he's worried that Dogecoins are going to increase in value. So he pays me in actual U.S. currency because of inflation. He knows that the value of the dollar is dropping like a stone, and that's not going to change anytime soon. So he doesn't want to risk paying me in Dogecoin and actually have me end up being a multimillionaire because of it. So he'd much rather pay me in U.S. dollars. Hmm. That's better. All right. Thousands of pesos. Yes. Actually, it's gonna take too long. That's gonna take too long. And this is just Nasser's book. I'm not gonna worry about too much about it being perfect. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But what I was going to do will take too long, so I will do it by hand just to streamline the process. Yeah, yeah. You would think that would be the first sign not to open up this box, but unfortunately, some people don't learn. Satanic symbols. Hey, Nasser, you take care. I will be talking to you, I'm sure, quite a bit this week. actually. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Some crazy stuntman is going to try taking off in an airplane from the top of an automobile this afternoon out in the valley. Sounds like a story. Call it, Jack. Take off from an automobile on a dirt road. Can he make it? Well, be a good picture either way.
Haha. Ruth says hi. She's crocheting a dragon right now. She gets mad if I say knit. It's funny. Hello, Ruth. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're keeping P Money in line. Where is? There it is. He said Jason is an artist. Does he like it when people say he's doodling? I don't care. At this point, I don't care. I've been drawn for so long. And to be honest, 50% of it is doodling anyway. I'm just sort of like making it up as I go along. So doodling is probably kind of accurate. Like my wife gets upset when I say that she's a librarian. She says, "I'm not a librarian. I'm a librarian assistant." It's like, you work at a library, don't you? Yeah. Or you're a librarian. Hmm. 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 Oh, no wonder. Doit. 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 Ah, dagnabbit. I don't want deselect. Ah, dang it. I didn't do. Drat. Right. I'm gonna try it again. I messed up. Hey, comic book, how you doing? Good seeing you. Secret Comics' greatest living artist. Yeah, the only living artist for Secret Comics. Yeah. Hmm. Uh, Thanks, P Money. I appreciate it. Trying to think of. No, there are other artists in Florida. Elliot Fernandez is in Florida, and who else is here? Elliot's here. Um, Maybe he's the only one I know of. Ah, see, now you're being more specific. Oh, that's nice. Oh. Anyway, says tomorrow I take my youngest on a daddy-daughter date. I know what she'll ask for. Her favorite food is sushi. Cool. Very good.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Mr. Charlie Post on Kane. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was very good. We're going to do the whole thing one more time. Follow my step.
Anyway, says then Thursday I take my mom to lunch. Friday I take my dad to lunch. Then Saturday is me and my wife's anniversary. So I'm soon going to be sick of eating out. You're also going to be broke. Um, are there any like restrictions in terms of eating out up in Canada where you live? I know. I mean, I know here in certain parts of the U.S. there are, but I didn't know what it was like up in the Great White North. So. People says wear a mask until you sit down at your table. Yeah, I mean that's in many places here as well. But I mean you don't have to prove that you're vaccinated or anything when you go out to eat because New York City just passed that. You have to like before you can go anywhere in New York City, you have to like show your papers, or else they won't let you in. So it's like it's kind of a little fascist, but maybe more than a little. But yeah, it's kind of weird in some places in the U.S. Most places it's normal. You just go in, you sit down, you eat, then you go about your business.
And travel some distance. Something else happens. Let me show you. You see, instead of sounding like this, your voice comes out sounding like this.
Wait. P says no. They don't even ask about vaccination. You just have to give your name and number just in case they need to call you. Really? That's a little odd. What would they need to call you about? I get this. Maybe there's an outbreak or something.
Come on. I want you to meet a great new star.
Ah, dang nabbit. Oh, frustrating. Frustrating. All right, let me see if I can make this work. In case of an outbreak. Okay, that's the only thing I could think of. It's like, am I using the right tool? I'm not sure. Hmm. Hmm. That's good. Hmm. No, that's a little too much. It's a little too much. What was with the psychological name of Jiminy Cricket aspect? What do you mean? I'm not sure I understand. Why did I choose that name? Is that what you're asking?
Now, all over the country this month, thousands of people are going to summer camps, where they awake every morning and go to sleep every night playing the bugle. So the Alabama
Nope, that's
Brigadiers
not what I want.
appropriate to play bugle all right. Okay, boys,
No.
let her roll.
Let's try this. No, no. Let's try this. That's good. That's good. Vic says yes. Why did you choose the name Jiminy Cricket for? Well, because I needed a YouTube handle. When I first signed up for YouTube, when was this? A decade ago, and I like Jiminy Cricket from from Pinocchio. So that's the only reason I picked it. There's no psychological reason behind it other than I like the character. So, um, Vic said I'm going to change mine. I know what you're thinking. You're in trouble. Yeah, it's just a coinky dink that he happened to be the conscience of Pinocchio. So. Vic says I'm a mental assassin, like Triple H. Is that what he calls himself? The wrestler Triple H. He calls himself a mental assassin. I don't really follow wrestling that much, so. Wrong one. Egg nabbit. There we go. That's better. I'm gonna change my YouTube name to Robinson Jason. No, because I know if you do that, gonna get into all types of mischief and trouble, and then it's gonna be tied to me. Robinson Jason broke into another liquor store this week up in Canada. Um, would you rather have a Tesla or a Tesla? Come on, Vic. Ford Fusion Hybrid. How fast can those go? Teslas can go 200 miles an hour once they do the software update. Right now they're limited to I think 154, 156 miles an hour. P. Mike says neither. I want the biggest gas guzzling vehicle known to man. I mean, I love gas cars, but if someone offered me a free Tesla Model S, what's the new one? A Plaid, I would take that in a second. The thing with Teslas is that I mean they're awesome cars, but you really do have to be a millionaire or close to it in order to own one, especially the top line ones. Hey, Fuzzy Creature, how you doing? Good seeing you. Jeff Potts says I see lots of Teslas up here. Where do you what part of the country do you live again? I mean, I live in Florida, so I see a fair number of them down here. But I don't know if you're in a more rural area, part of the country or what. But I mean, just the upkeep on Teslas makes it necessary for you to be kind of rich to own one. Like the insurance goes through the roof once you get a Tesla. The insurance goes through, is extremely expensive, and the tires on Teslas are softer. They only last like I think 10 to 15,000 miles, as opposed to 25,000 miles with regular cars. So I mean, in terms of some of the stuff you pay for, it's just very expensive. Oh, okay, Detroit metro area. But I live where all the rich people live. Yeah, you're not going to see anyone in the ghetto with a Tesla. So, um, maybe if it's stolen. But it's yeah, it's just it's just like any other supercar, really. You're not gonna. It's a car for the well-to-do, very well-to-do, especially the higher end ones. But they're great cars. Now, where is Sorry, I'm trying. I need to look at some of the reference from some of the previous pages I did because I forgot the coloration on this box. What page was that? Was page 14, I think. There it is. What does this box look like? Okay. Okay. Not that. All right. I'm a bit suspect of how well Tesla's doing in snow. All of our cars have either four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. Watch some of the videos on YouTube. They have all-wheel drive Teslas. It just depends on how you buy the, when you order the car, you specify how you want the car to be. So Teslas can have all-wheel drive, so they do pretty well in the snow. There are plenty of videos out there of people like doing drifting in the snow, camping in Teslas in the snow, just sort of spinning the wheels, trying to find out exactly how, like you are curious. They're curious of how well it's going to hold up. I know there are some questions about the battery life in colder weather as opposed to warmer weathers, but I think it just depends. What am I doing? Like what? Lost track of myself. There we go. P Money says I'm going to be in Windsor, Ontario in a few days. Time to cross the border, knock on your door at 3 a.m. I'm sure he'd love that. Vic says, supposedly according to a popular YouTube mechanic, but also 40-something years of experience, Teslas are junk. That's not what I hear. I mean, other than the problem with Teslas is that well, the good thing is that there's not nearly as much upkeep as with regular cars because they don't have a lot of moving parts. You don't have to do oil changes or anything. There's no transmission or anything, so there's less things in it that can go wrong. But when things do go wrong, it's very expensive to fix. And again, that's where sort of you have to be rich in order to own one comes in. If something goes wrong with a battery, it'll cost like $16,000 to replace the battery, and the battery takes up the whole bottom part of the car. It's not something that could be fixed for like $200. Jeff Price says, well, it's not just the battery life; it's the energy expended with slippage on a limited battery. Yep. But I would say, I'm guessing that Tesla will still be around as a company in 50 years. I think it'll be very different than what it is now. I mean, if you think about the first 10 years of Henry Ford's company back in I don't know the early 20th century, I'm sure he's made a lot of improvements since then. So I would say that Tesla is very well positioned to do extremely well in the car market in the future. Prices will come down, and then once they're a more common vehicle on the road, you're gonna see you're gonna see a lot of things improve with it. And the autopilot seems to be doing very well. Again, I've been watching a lot of videos on these autopilot updates, and they're obviously they're not perfect. I mean, there's still a lot of kinks in it, but I was surprised at how well they were able to navigate the streets. How am I going to do this? I will do it by hand. let's try this. See if this works. Try this. Let's try this. That's better. That is better. Dash Hammer says, if Tesla was cutting corners, why didn't they start in China or Mexico? That is true. All right. All right. A little too much. A little too much. Let me reduce the opacity a little. Actually, let me try this. Jeff Ross says, there actually is or was a system I helped design in the Tesla factory. Not sure if it's still there, but it was used to measure sheet metal parts for dimensional accuracy. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. Dash Hammer says, my dad had to deal with electric engines killing technicians when he worked for Ford. Wow. Wow. That's scary. Vic says, my family owns a car dealership too. Used small car lot in town. That's cool. Oh, they don't? Okay. All right, now. How does that look? That looks spooky. That looks spooky. That looks freaking spooky. Which is good. It's a horror comic. One spooky. All right. Now.
And now we come to the thrilling final episode of our radio drama. Bring up the horse, babe. Tell him he get Pine Creek Forest. Flying V. Penrose's around. He Bill has been kidnapped. Tell the boys to ride. Clear out now, buddy. Where's the fine beef payroll?
Yes, Vic, it is a black and white book. Yes, and I'm just doing a grayscale tones for it. Hey, P Money, thanks for hanging out. You have a good night, and I hope you have a good week hanging out with your family, taking them all out to dinner and lunch and brunch and other cool stuff like that. Oh man, there's 6 people watching. I didn't even notice.
Somebody held up the chimney. Probably the Hicks gang. Bring your horse. They're headed for Pine Creek. Guess they're going for the camp. Hurry up and I'll meet you right. Where's the fine beef payroll?
Jeff Boss is back. That's better. Hmm.
What else are we supposed to do? Now, this is the man, James. See your own stuff. God's the man. Well, tell me some more. I'm about to get you. We'll put down later on. We'll have dancing school. You take this.
Dash Hammer says, my dad grew up on Hickam Field. Used to visit almost every year. What is Hickam Field? I'm not sure what that is. I'm not. I have no idea what that is. I've never heard of it before. Dash Hammer says it's in Hawaii. And Vic says it sounds like a military air base. It might be. I don't know. Oops, wrong one. Vic looked it up and he says I was right. Air Force Base next to Honolulu. Cool. I've never been to Hawaii. Maybe one day. We shall see. We shall see. If I ever head on over there. I've never been west of Colorado, actually. So.
right, now this is entertaining. We want to show Steve a good time, but, well, we don't know too much about what he likes. The best thing I know for breaking the ice and getting people acquainted is some good recipe.
Dash Hammer says, I almost met Edwin Boyette and the Skunk Girl creators there, but the big CG schism happened. I'm not. What does that mean? Why would that prevent you from meeting Edwin and my brain, Manny Korea, creator of Skunk Girl? I know they got together at a comic book convention in Hawaii. I guess last year, a couple of years ago. Um, okay. Dash Hammer says, I stayed home with a kidney stone. My family went to Hawaii Con, which is great because I know zero about comics. Stop. Oh, man. That stinks. Dash Hammer says, nah, he wasn't out yet, it was just starting. Yeah. Vic says, so you thought Edwin would have been like a burnout actor. I don't do any of that CG stuff no more, kid. Don't bother me. Funny. Ah, crap. That's not good. Mm, messed up, but I will adjust. Ah, I really messed up. Wrong button. Okay, do that. Do that. Do that. There we go. That worked. Ah, great. Now I forgot. Ah, shoot. Drat, drat, drat.
We're singing a song as if it's a good day. We're moving along, yes, it's a good day. How can anything go wrong? A good day from morning to night. I sat to the sun, morning sun, rise and shine today. Yes, it's a good day. We're singing a song, yeah, it's a good day. We're moving along, yes, it's a good day. How can anything go wrong? A good day from morning to night. A good day. Yes, it's a good day. Oh, the shining blue. A good day. Oh, everything is great. Everything together, nothing trivial. A good day from morning to
Crap.
night.
There we go. Hmm.
Good day. We're singing a song as if it's a good day. We're moving on and it's a good day. How could anything go wrong? A good day from morning till dawn. From morning till night. From morning till night. Good day.
What? What does that mean? Very odd. All right. Hmm. Okay, I know what to do. Excuse me. Dang it. Hitting the wrong buttons. Let me. Alright. Got that. Got that. Got that. Got that. Jeff Potts says near me a Tesla Model S is roughly $90,000. No effing thank you. The Model 3 is 40,000. Yeah, it's the same everywhere. I mean, at least in the United States. I mean, I imagine it's the prices are comparable no matter where you live. I'm guessing it's more expensive if you live overseas for a Tesla. But yeah, I mean, Model S's are $90,000. If you want the plaids, the newest model, it's like 135, 150,000. I mean, they're expensive cars. They're not they're rich people cars. Vic says, and the S looks almost exactly like a Ford Fusion. Yeah, I know. That's what I love about it. I mean, they don't look like the fastest street cars available, but they are. I love the fact that they're almost incognito looking. So that's, and also that the fact that the Model S's look the most like a normal car. The other Teslas, they're not boxy, but they're kind of odd looking to me. And I like the Model S. I guess the Model 3 is similar in that they look like any other car, and I like that about them. Do I want that? Yeah, I'll make it. Yeah, I'll do that for now, and then I'll adjust. Fuzzy creature is a status symbol. It's not meant to be pragmatic. Well, I think. I think that it's more than just a status symbol. I think they're very functional cars. It's just that they're very expensive. So, I mean, it's not like a Gucci purse, which is just like any other purse except for the name on it. That's what I consider a status symbol. A car that actually functions better and is actually faster than any other car on the road is more than just a status symbol. But I agree, it's extremely expensive. If you're not rich, you shouldn't get one. Jeff Potts says, I got my 2020 Escape for $30,000. That's a pretty good price, actually. I was telling a friend a few months ago that I would rather get two good cars than one Tesla. But if I were rich, I probably would get a Tesla just because I could afford it. But not being a millionaire, I can't afford it, and so it doesn't make any sense for me to get it. I mean, it's sort of the same thing with like iPhones. I don't own an iPhone, I probably never will, because to me, iPhones and things like Apple Watches, to me, those things are status symbols because they don't really do anything more than an Android phone does. It's just that they're Apple, and so they're more expensive. And so I would never get an Apple Watch. One, because it requires an Apple phone in order to work, and two, because it's so dang expensive. It doesn't make any sense to me. I can't see myself spending $800 on a cell phone when all I want the cell phone to do is to make phone calls. I don't. A $300 cell phone will do the things that I needed to do as much as an iPhone would. So, Vic says I can get 10 of my cars for $30,000. Well, I probably could too. I mean, my car is a 2004 Corolla, so it's probably worth $2,000. I honestly believe some iPhone owners are part of a cult. Well, a lot of them are. I mean, I remember when I worked at the National Enquirer. I worked there for 11 years, and every time they would have like their annual releases or updates, they'd have this big show. The Apple would have this big thingamabob that was, I guess, put on the internet live, and people I work with, they'd be like all excited. It's like, oh man, they're coming out with the new iPhone 4 or iPhone 7 or whatever, and I wouldn't say it out loud, but I'd be laughing inside because these would be the same people who would be constantly complaining about how broke they were, but they'd be at the same time bragging about, you know, that they got the latest flat screen TV or they got the newest iPhone update or whatever. I didn't have an iPhone. I didn't have a flat screen TV. I had like an old big box, old big butt CRT television. That was, I think, like 15 years old. But I own my own place. I bought my own home, and you know, and I had health insurance. And these people were always complaining about the rent going up or the fact that I don't have health insurance, blah blah blah. And I would always think, working sitting next to them, it's like, well, maybe if you didn't waste so much money on iPhones and flat screen TVs, you'd be able to afford health insurance, or you'd be able to afford all this stuff that you're complaining, your rent and everything. I mean, it wasn't the fact that they didn't have the money; is that they didn't manage their money well, and they put it towards junk, stuff that they would throw away and update the next year when the new iPhone came out. It was just foolish, wasteful spending on their part. Um, so, you know, you have to money is just an asset. It's something to be used in order to you know survive and make life manage your life better. And if you can't manage your money, your life is it's going to be pretty hard. Vic says I'm watching a stream through an old box desktop computer. Cool, good, whatever works. I mean, I tend to be pretty frugal, so whenever anything new comes out, I'm usually the last person to get it because, and usually when I get it, I end up getting it on eBay or used. So I don't end up spending like $1,000 for it. Let's see. Let me do this first. Jeff Potts says the thing is, I am a technology guy. I work with or used to work with all these technologies. I was mocked by my friends for years because I had a flip phone with no texting. Yeah, I had a flip phone until it finally broke. And when was that? I got my first actual smartphone, and I hated the fact that I had to get it because I love my flip phone. When did I get it? I got it. I got my first smartphone. I think it was in 2016. 2016? Maybe 2017. Because I don't like cell phones. I see them as electronic leashes. So I kept my flip phone until 2014, and then I had another just sort of normal phone, not a smartphone. It was just like it just had buttons on it after my flip phone died, and I had that for the next 3 years, and the battery was like swelling up, and the whole thing was like the whole phone was like fat because the battery inside was swelling up, and then at that point I ended up getting an actual smartphone, and then that was my first one, and then the battery on that swelled up because I didn't understand or realize that you can't keep your phone plugged in 24/7, which I would do because I don't go anywhere. I'm at home most of the time. So because it was plugged in all the time, it caused the battery to swell up, and so I ended up having to get another smartphone, my current one. How long have I had that? I've had that for about a year and a half, and so now I'm very careful with it. I don't, I just plug it in, let it charge to 100, then unplug it, and then just let it sit until I need to charge it up again.
Come on and follow through. Then you get your steady food. You make them do the double like gamers do. On the man is I.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
All right, gentlemen. I want you to repeat after me just how I do it. Ready? Your turn. Very good. Do it. Good golly. Bring it around now. Ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Mr. Charlie Post on Kane.
What? Jeff Potts says Matt Costin had to go work at Starbucks because it's too hot at his place. What? Why doesn't he? I don't understand. Why doesn't he? Does he? I guess he doesn't have central air where he lives. He needs to move, or get a fan, or he needs to invest in a window air conditioner. That's ridiculous. I don't know if I could work. I couldn't work at Starbucks because I'd be too distracted. People would be by people like trying to look at what I'm doing. But maybe I mean, he goes to conventions and stuff, so maybe he's used to people watching him while you draw. I don't like it. I don't like people watching me while as I say this while I while I'm live streaming. I don't like people watching me while I draw, but I kind of don't. I'm much more productive. Am I? I don't know if I'm more productive, but it's a lot easier for me to work when no one's watching me, when no one's like looking over my shoulder. It like kind of stresses me out, because it's like, yeah. And I know it sounds stupid because I am live streaming in front of what, maybe 5 or 6 people, or maybe two. I don't know. I can't tell right now, but yeah, I don't really like people watching me when I draw. He didn't mention that he was looking into getting AC next year on one of his streams. Man, next year. That's a long time to wait. But I guess he's been living there for a while, so. But yeah, I could not function without air conditioning. I mean, it would kill me. I remember we had a hurricane. When was this? 5 years ago, 4 years ago, and our air conditioner went out. I mean, our power went out for 2 weeks. I think our power was out for 2 weeks. I'm serious. I almost went insane because of the lack of air conditioning. That I didn't mind the lights going out. That's fine, but not having air conditioning in summer in South Florida, I almost I've never lost my temper that much, probably since I was like a little kid. Um, I was like, even today I feel bad about it because I got like really mad at my wife, because she was using like she's using too many batteries for the lamps, and it's just like the lack of air, just the heat, the oppressive heat, just like it made me half crazy. So after that, I made sure that I bought small little portable battery operated fans so that even if the power goes out, we still have fans that work so that we have circulating air, because I couldn't go through that again. It was miserable. I think that was the first thing I bought after power went back on. Was buying portable fans to prepare for the next time the power possibly goes out. Jeff Potts says people looking over my shoulders drives me nuts too. Yeah, I just don't like it. For some reason I don't like people looking at my art before it's finished because I make so many mistakes. A part of me, I mean, I guess it's ego, in a sense. It's like I want people to see my best work. I don't want people to see my crappy work or my work before it's finished, and then like it's like that doesn't look like it's like it's not done yet. It's like after I'm done, then tell me what you think. If you don't like it, then that's fine. But at least give me a chance to work out the kinks, before you start telling me that everything's messed up, because I can usually see my screw ups as I'm drawing, and I need to I need to get that stuff worked out before people's knives come out. Hey, Comic Spirits here. How you doing? Good seeing you. Comic Spirit says South Florida is a swamp with pretty malls and condos. Yes, it is. Basically, this is all just it's just all built up Everglades, South Florida. So it's just naturally hot, sweaty, and packed with insects. Which is why I don't go outside that much. I can't imagine living in South Florida like 100 years ago because of the lack of centralized air. And I mean, to me, that's the thing that makes South Florida livable. For me, anyway. Some people love the heat. I am not one of them. Especially since it's warm pretty much all year round down here. I I couldn't live without it. That's not good. Let's try this. That's not good. Let's try this. Hmm. No. No. Hmm. 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 That's better. Comics Bear said we just had Fred lost power for a bit. Fred, where are you? Are you in on the like Alabama, or are you on the East Coast? I have no idea. Well, I know I sent you something, but that was a while back. I didn't memorize where you live. So, but yeah, you kind of have to be prepared. You know, if you lose power, whether it's from snow or hurricane or whatever, tornado, earthquake. You know, it's good to be prepared. I mean, we have tons of batteries. We have lanterns. We have fans. You know, just so that when the power does eventually go out, and it only goes out during hurricanes, and fortunately we only get a hurricane in our area maybe once every 5 years that actually manages to take out power. You know, so it's not bad. I mean, I've been living in South Florida for decades, and I'd much rather live here than someplace like California, or you know, I don't know, a lot of other places. Even up north, I mean, snowstorms taking out power, tearing down power lines. You know, your pipes freeze. There's a lot of stuff that goes wrong in other parts of the country. South Florida is pretty easy. I mean, you only have to worry about the occasional hurricane. It's very easy to you know, sort of protect yourself from that. Bear lives in the woods. Yeah, I forgot. How silly of me. Bear lives in the woods. All right. Try to figure this out. So I'm still keep forgetting the coloration I put on this box. Future horror story idea: Bear opening a tape riddle package from JC. Yes, that'd be actually. Don't give me ideas. Seriously, if we do an issue 2, I'm gonna try to figure out something to get Comics Bear in there. Maybe we'll have a serial killer, and Comics Bear will be one of his victims in the background, wrapped completely up in tape. That would be awesome. Or, it'd be cool. You can have one where Bear gets a package in the mail, and he tries to take the tape off, and the tape is it's almost like a he's taking the tape off, but it ends up being like a tar baby and Brer Rabbit, and then the end, it just ends with Comics Bear just being completely wrapped up in tape. The more he tries to pull it off, the tighter it clings to him. That'd be good. Okay, I'll give some thought to Comics Bear. We'll come with a nice ending for you. It sounds good. Print it. Careful what you wish for. Hmm. It's the wrong one.
Your blood will turn white. Your face will turn green. Your eyeballs will pop with pressure
That's better.
because our genes support your strength. Take a shot. You're gonna need an awful lot. When you see our shocker pictures, so terrifying. It is easier to die than live.
Oh, what happened? Okay, that's good.
I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world.
Actually, I got more to do with this. Give me a second here. And look at it. It's like, ah, that's good enough. And it's like, something I want to do with it. Who makes layouts faster? You or Narwhal? Probably Narwhal. I'm guessing. I'm just gonna guess, but I'll say Narwhal.
I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world. Gentlemen, one of the many things that gives you that mixed-up feeling is the pleasure of being well read. When they feel on top of the world.
Vic says you think they're good. That mean never mind. I've seen a lot of panels where it's just two people standing next to each other, nothing amazing. Alpha Pro says finishing touches. Yeah, like I could just leave it sort of just the whole thing white, but then again, I think showing shadows will help emphasize what I want to emphasize in the panel, like the box. So I'll add some shadows to them. Hmm. 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 Oink, 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 oink. Vic says, I was thinking a fast layout guy would make things easy. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. A fast layout guy would make things easy. When you say layout, I mean, are you talking about just laying out the page, like doing roughs, or doing like finished art for the page? When you say layouts, I'm thinking just the placement of rough placement of the figures before you do the finished art. So I don't know. Um, don't knock Norwell. He does some great work. No, he does do great work. I mean, it's not super detailed, but it doesn't have to be. I mean, his work has a very cool animated look to it. I like it. A lot of energy. Uh yeah, rough placement. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's doing the layouts are fast. I mean, it doesn't really make things easier. It just makes because you still have to do the final artwork. I mean, you can have fast layouts, but if the finished art takes you a long time, then doing the layouts fast doesn't really help much. Um, I can do layouts fast, but I usually do, but it's the actual finished art that takes time for me. So with Norwell's style, his like I said, his art is very dynamic, very animated, very in a sense loose. There's not a lot of detail. It's very just contours, just simple lines. Um, so I mean, he would definitely be faster than me in terms of doing finished art. That's good. I think that's good. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. oh, Eric Hawkins is here. Oh, good seeing you. Didn't even notice. Are we doing well, Eric? Alpha says rough placement storyboard stuff is the hardest part of making comics for me. Other than that, any good illustrator can make the pages. Yeah, I'm kind of the opposite. I mean, doing the rough placement to me is fairly easy because it doesn't. I can visualize a story very easily in my head. So just doing like rough gesture drawings to knock it out is easy. The hard part for me is doing the details, making that rough gesture look like the picture in my head. That's the tough part for me. Eric Hawkins says, "I love the shading on that eye." Oh, thanks. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've been drawing like a lot of spooky eyes in these in this. Half the book is like creepy looking eyes. So if you like creepy eye stuff, you'll love this book. Hmm. Vic says his stuff looks really good when you're on mushrooms. The drawings come to life like you're in a movie, but then wears out and you're like, what the? Um, Alpha Pro says, I worked on a comic with a friend and would sketch layouts to try and help me, but he did not understand storytelling. So the sketches he did. Oh, your friend would sketch out layouts to try to help you. But he didn't understand storytelling, and so the sketches he did were not much help. Gotcha. I understand. Don't do drugs, kids, says Alfred. Yeah, don't do drugs. Eric Hawkins says, "Can you draw pictures of Nasser in those picture frames?" That'd be cool. Well, Nasser will show up in the book, so um, you will see him in the book. So don't worry. Nasser is getting brutalized in a comic that would Nasser getting brutalized in a comic would get money. Says Comics Bear. I wish, because he gets brutalized in this comic book, but we made some the book made some money, but it didn't make a lot. even though we had a rotting zombie Nasser on the cover. I thought that would bring people in, but not that many. Although we were very happy for the people who did back the book. Let's see, what am I doing here? There we go. This is what I want. You should. Nasser is like the crypt keeper. Well, he is in this book. And Eric Hawkins says I should add a zombie Nasser in my next issue. You should. Every Comicscape book should have at least one image of Nasser getting beat up, smacked around, kicked, run over by a truck. I think that should be the new meme in all Comicscape books. Actually, all independent books, all indie books, even Marvel and DC, all comic books, period, should have at least one image of Nasser getting the stuffing beat out of him by something. Being attacked by werewolves or torn apart by stray cats, anything. It'd be a game. Creators trying to figure out how they can make Nasser get hurt in the most creative way possible inside comics. Thrown into a volcano. Vic says, "Oh well, I guess need to find a better promoter than Nasser." Well, yeah, Nasser has not a lot of people who don't like him out there. So if Nasser were popular in a positive sense, then we would have gotten a lot more backers. Ah, cool. Oh, wait, hold on. Eric Hawkins says, actually, no one knows that I know of, but after Malin dissed me on D&Q, I added him in EVS Zombies in issue 2 getting killed by the... I'm going to look for that now, because I have all your issues for Zombie Full World of Oz. I'm going to look for that right now. Actually, should I? Yeah, let me look for it now. Hold on. Now you brought it up. Where is it? Zombie. Where? I have. Should be in alphabetical order. Where the heck is it? Lone Star. Where the heck is? Oh my gosh, where is it? Oh my gosh. Ah, can't find it. Dang it. Ah, I'm gonna look for it later, Eric. I'm gonna look for it later, Eric, because I really want to see that. Um, Eric Hawkins says, "I love seeing the Alan Davis influence in your art." Thank you. Me too, because Alan Davis is my favorite artist. He actually has been for a long time. It used to be John Byrne. Actually, it was Dave Cockrum for the longest time. I love Dave Cockrum's art, and then I became a big fan of John Byrne, and then I initially didn't like Alan Davis when I first saw him. What did I first see him on? I saw him on. No, I did like him, but I didn't like him on Excalibur. I never liked Excalibur, that comic book, but his art in general I did like. Um, and I'm trying to. I'm trying not to be like a clone of anyone. Hopefully, my art is like a mesh of like a bunch of different artists. But I'm glad that Alan Davis is one of them because he's a fantastic artist. I need to keep working on it. Eric Hawkins says early on they're in a panel right before the lion falls off the cliff. Okay, I will look for it. All right, let me see how this page is looking. Only got 3 panels done in 2 hours. That's pretty sad. If you can draw like anyone, who would it be? Art Adams or Narwhal? I say Art Adams only because he makes more money than Narwhal. If Narwhal made as much money as Art Adams, then I would say Narwhal. So, I like Art Adams' art, but it's just so it's so detailed. There's so much stuff in it. It's almost too busy for me. Um, so I guess I would say I want to be somewhere between Narwhal and Art Adams. I would love to be able to draw like Bernie Wrightson. So many artists I would love to draw like Bernie Wrightson. Uh, what's his name? Frank Frazetta, Dave Stevens. There are like just like tons of guys that I would love to. And that's kind of one of my goals. I want to like just like accumulate like sort of like the skills of like all these awesome artists and just like mush them all together into like a really good ball and absorb that talent into myself. I need to keep working at it. I want to be able to draw women like Dave Stevens. I want to be able to draw monsters like Bernie Wrightson. I want to be able to do cool, busy tech scenes like John Byrne. So, whole bunch of stuff I want to be able to do. I'm still working on it. Now, with this panel, what am I doing? Okay, that's good. Vic says it's too detailed. I don't know why people do that to themselves. EBS too, but Ethan's details now kind of suck. Everyone has their own different styles, so and I don't mind detail to a point, but when it's distracting, when it distracts me from either the story or the imagery itself, then that's when I kind of it kind of turns me off in a sense. I no longer enjoy the work because I'm spending so much time. My eyes are working so hard just trying to focus on what's going on. It stops being the art stops being enjoyable to me. I like detail, but everything to a certain point. So, Fuzzy Creature says you have ability. It just takes you time. Yeah, yeah.
That's that, but it's not all.
I would love to have the speed of Mike Miller and Matthew Weldon. Now, those guys are. If I could do great artwork as fast as they do, I'd be really happy. So there are a lot of things I need to work on. Ah. Why'd I do that? Try it again. And do I even have that? I don't even know if I had that right. Excuse me. Okay, it was right.
My friend, we cannot keep this a secret any longer. Can your heart stand the shocking fact about grave robbers from outer space?
Let's see. Okay. Wait. Let me back up. Do that. Actually. How about that? Too much. How about this? That's pretty good. Well, what if the devil appeared and gave you that ability to draw fast in exchange for not being able to talk anymore? I'd say no. I'm not stupid enough to take a deal with the devil. Unlike Peter Parker. Fuzzy Creature says Weldon's style is weird though. Feels like he draws inside out. That makes any sense. Yeah, Weldon. I love Weldon's style. Is so cool. I call him a mad genius. Matthew Weldon is um. Uh, no offense to him, he's an idiot savant. He's brilliant. I don't. Part of me thinks he might be autistic. I don't think he is though. But he draws like someone like an artistic Rain Man. You know, he starts drawing stuff, and it doesn't make any sense when you watch him draw. But it magically comes together into like this amazing illustration. He draws characters at angles you wouldn't even think of, and it's just like he does it so fast. It's just it kills me. If you need to watch, if you guys ever have a chance or watch, what is it? His Twitter. Does he have Twitter? I think he does. You sign up for Matthew Weldon's Twitter. Follow him on Twitter because whenever Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition happens, or even Drawn and Quartered, he will start drawing that subject, you know, and he'll post it on his Twitter. He does like three or four amazing drawings in the time it takes that most people doing Drawn and Quartered 2 hours to do. He's so fast and he's so good. They're not like bad fast drawings. They're like great fast drawings. And I would love to be able to do that. Fix says, and everything you do sells, but everything you do sells for millions. Yeah, right. Weldon has the ability to put down on paper exactly what is in his head. Yeah. I can do that, but it takes me a lot of time to do it. That's the thing. He does it like instantaneously. It's like from his head to his hands on the paper, and I envy that. I mean, I need every time I see him draw, I keep thinking it's like I need to keep practicing. It kills me. But it is good. It's great to have artists like that around because they keep you from ever thinking that you are a good artist. It lets you know just how far you have to go to improve. So Let's see what's going on here. All right, that's better. The same thing with who's the other artist? Kanan White. Kanan White's another one. Like I call him the Goku of comics because he's like he's just constantly powering up. He's constantly just getting better and better. And yeah, I love looking at his work, seeing him draw because it's just very inspiring. It's like, oh man, it is possible to be that good and to be fast. I was gonna stop at 12:30, but I'm just gonna keep up. I'm just gonna keep on going. Like, because this needs to get done this week. I can't. I just need to get it done. You know, I have other things I need to do, but I'm I'm working on this now. I just need to focus on getting these pages completed. Vic says, "Yeah, he's all right." Have you taken long breaks from drawing? I can't really because I draw for a living. So long, we mean like months or years? Yeah, no. I mean, I'm drawing almost all the time. So I'm trying to think of like the longest break I've taken from drawing. I mean, if I've taken breaks from drawing, it's only because I've been doing like uh, computer art, like layouts and stuff, as opposed to actual illustration. There are times when I haven't been doing illustrations, um, per se. But generally, no, I don't really take long breaks from drawing. Because I found that it's like drawing is like sports. It's like if you stop doing it on a regular basis, your skills, at least my skills anyway, start to get start to wane, start to get weaker. So they end up having to play catch up. That's why I would do those. I mean, if you've been following my channel for a while, maybe like a few years ago, I was doing sketch a day things where I would spend 2 hours drawing famous people or characters, in 2 hours, and during live streams. And I did that just to keep my drawing skills up because I found that I hadn't drawn from life or drawn real people. I spent all my time drawing comic book stuff, and so I found that my skill at drawing realistic people had atrophied. So, Eric M. Boy says you need to take a long break from Nasser. Vic says, "Do you know Dark Gift Comics? He went to school for art lessons, or maybe he said he was just attending live nude models sessions." Well, neither Ken White nor Matt Wellen produced anything that looks as good as the stuff on. Oh, come on, Vic. No, both Matthew Wellen and Ken White's work is far better than mine. I feel no shame in saying that. I mean, they just do phenomenal work. Should that be lighter? I kind of think it should be lighter. Let me see. Yeah, that's better. Because I only draw real people. Oh, okay, cool. Take that.
What if it bumped that control by accident? You'll be mincemeat by now. What have I told you? All right, I guess I wasn't thinking. You weren't thinking? You mean you'll work on engines and machinery and not think of your own personal safety? Here, shake hands with danger.
Hmm. 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 Um, Martian Hunter 2 looks kind of incredible, but they come out looking like Narwhal, my real life portraits. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I can't wait for Monster Hunt 2. Looks very good. I feel bad for Mike because I wish he had like a reliable colorist that he could just work with because he's got all these books that are long since drawn, inked, written, but he's just held up by not having a colorist. It's frustrating. I mean, it's frustrating for me as a guy who backs all these books, but I'm sure for him, you know, he's like, All these books that have been done for. I mean, some of these books have been done for a year. I mean, when did he finish Lone Star 3? He finished that. He finished drawing that like a year ago, I think, and it's just held up. I've colored before. Me too, but I don't color well. So, and coloring is easily the least enjoyable part for art for me. I kind of hate coloring. I do it, because I have to for work, but it's not something that I find enjoyable or that I'm good at. There's too much stuff involved when in being a good colorist, and coloring is like really really important. I didn't realize how important it is until I started looking at some comic books that were just really well colored. And I was like, man, that's a lot of work. That's good. Doesn't have to be too. Doesn't have to be too detailed, but just there. It was for a web comic though. That's fine. Web comics need love too. They need good colors. Hmm. All right, I think I know what to do. I think. No. Huh. Not a re- Pretty much erase what I just did. So. Dag, nabbit. Why did it do that? That was weird. Where is it? Come here. Come here, you little. Hmm. All right. Nah, that won't work. Let's try this. That won't work. All right. Gotta do it the hard way. I'm gonna do it the hard way.
What else are we supposed to do? You mean, see your own stuff. Got the dance. Well, tell me some more. I'm a buck egg too. Well, for down there at home, we're going to have dancing school. You'll take this.
Come on.
Now, just what else are we supposed to do? Take it cool now, Texas. You mean, see, you're all mixed up because the job's at hand. Well, tell me some more. I'm such a kid. Well, from now on, we'll have dancing school. You make this.
This line work is kind of dirty. I gotta clean that up.
Forged out of the past and into the present, into the dream of the future.
Oy, alright, finally. Dag nabbit. Ah, that wasn't good. Let's try this. Okay, that's better. Hmm. Now, what's the best way to do this?
Forged out of the past and into the present, into the dream of the future.
Hmm. Hmm. That's good. That is good. Yeah.
Yes, it's a good day for singing a song. Yes, it's a good day for moving along. Yes, it's a good day. How can anything go wrong? A good day from morning to night. I step to the sun, morning sun, rise and shine. Day, yes, it's a good day for singing a song. Yes, it's a good day. For moving along, yes, it's a good day. How can anything go wrong? A good day from morning to night. A good day. Yes, it's a good day. Oh, oh, shining so blue. A good day. Oh, oh, everything is safe. Everything together, nothing feels. A good day from morning to night. Good day. I'm singing a song as if it's a good day. I'm moving on as if it's a good day. I'm ready to go on. A good day from morning till night. From morning till night. From morning till night. Good day. If I'm not a big day, I think it's good day. I'm singing a song, yes, it's a good day. From moving along, yes, it's a good day. How can anything go wrong? A good day from morning till night. But I feel that I have a good day. It's a good day in my world. On my mind. A good day from morning till night.
Does that work? I don't know if it worked. Try this. That's better. That's better. Hmm. Not too much. Back up. Ah, no. That's better. Oh, what the? What I do? Messed something up. Got that right. Got that right. Ah, I see. There and there. Now fill. That's better.
Sparks fly over again in the blaze of your love. I'm standing on embers again, embers again. In the blaze of your love, sparks fly over again in the blaze of your love. Standing on embers again.
Okay. Oh, wait. I know what I have to do. I'm not done with the page. I'm just. Hey, Jeff Potts. You have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Actually, it's 1:30, and I've been live streaming for about 3 hours now. I think I started at 10:30. So I think I'm gonna head on off to bed as well. Let all of you go about your business and get some rest, and so on and so forth. I'm gonna try to live stream again tomorrow night. Not sure what time. Probably. I don't know. I think Drawn and Quarter might start again tomorrow, so I might live stream earlier, like around 8. So after 2 hours of live streaming, and then you guys can wander off to watch Drawn and Quarter. Hey, Eric, you have a good one too. So I wanted to get this page somewhat completed because again, I gotta this whole book has to be the art has to be done by Friday so I can send it to Nasser. So it is coming down to the wire. A lot of work to do, and and I'm working on other stuff other than Nasser's book. So it's just like things pile up. And once this is done, then I'll have a little more time to focus on some of the things that I've been putting off. That looks pretty good. Oh wait, forgot. Gotta give him white eyes. Right now his eyes are kind of gray. There you go. White eyes. Give him some white teeth. No, that's good enough. Okay, give him some highlights in his hair. Let's see. I was trying to think of like quick things I can get done with this. Actually, I can probably. I'm like keep working on it. I can. Dang it! I'll probably just finish it once I end the live stream because I do. Yeah. I mean, they're just like some things that fast things I could just do to finish this page off. Wait, that's not right. Dagnabbit. Here. All right, now got that. How about that? There we go. But yeah, it's. I'll finish. Dag nabbit! Why'd I do that? I start getting sloppy when I'm in a rush. Which is probably why I'm not that fast of an artist sometimes. Because once I start putting on speed, or focusing on speed, the art starts to suffer. Is that working? That works. Deselect. Oh, wait. Dang it. I keep seeing stuff that it's killing me. Okay, deselect. Okay, that's pretty good. I'll finish this off camera. I don't even know if anyone's still here. There's 3 people here. So yeah, that's it. That's it for now anyway. But but I want to thank everybody for watching. If you have been watching, I appreciate it. Thanks for your time. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell for notifications of future videos. Make sure notifications are set for all notifications. And please give the live stream a thumbs up before you leave, if you would. I would greatly appreciate it. But until next time, which is probably tomorrow, or today, actually, depending on where you live, thanks for watching. I will talk to you later. My name is Jason Robinson, and you guys take care. I will talk to you soon. Bye.